And I think especially if you're someone who is using human design and you're working with people long term, so like you're a coach who uses human design, especially if you're a business coach who uses human design, I think understanding the current season and cycles that people are in is so, so important, because then you can really get a sense of like, when we want to be really encouraging people to like go for it versus when we might be encouraging them or asking questions that more relate to like how do you actually need to look after yourself right now? Maybe it's not about going out and achieving all the things right now. Maybe you're actually in a season where you just need to take care of yourself and tend to your heart, and that's okay. We all move through these seasons at different times too. The other way that that's also really affirming for people is if, with transits, if someone is moving through a more difficult season, or they're moving through a season where they're just, yeah, they're processing a lot, they're integrating, they're introspective, it can be really, really helpful to give people timelines too, which is something that astrology, yeah, is really, really great at. You can get a real sense. And I have found over the years that that's often one of the most helpful things I can give someone is saying like, look, I understand this is really crunchy right now. I understand you're really wanting to make things work with your business here, but I can see all of this is going on. And I think it's going to be more beneficial if you stop and you rest and know that this isn't going to last forever. Like sometimes just saying, being able to say to people like, yeah, this is really shit, but it's not going to last forever, and you're coming out the other side of it, or you're in the hangover of that transit now, and you've moved through all of that. Like I've really found like that can be the most helpful thing. And I've literally had clients come back to me and say, like, you saved my business because you told me to stop. You saying, like, hey, this is really shit. And I can see you're going through all of this and you're still trying to force, and me encouraging them just to stop and go away and rest or take care of themselves or whatever might have been going on. I've had it happen several times where they've literally come back to me and said, you saved my business because of that reason. And the only reason I was able to do that was because of what I could see in their astrology and in their transits. And so this kind of ties in as well, but this is the other benefit with astrology. Once you do start getting into the transits and things like that, is like you can really get a sense of like, we're all being stretched in different ways all of the time, right? It's very rare that like life is perfect in all arenas all of the time for anyone. Well, I would say that's impossible. We've come here for a human experience, and we're here to evolve and grow.